Hi everyone, welcome back to Inhale, Exhale Tarot. Inhale your future and exhale your past. My name's Jennifer, and as you know, I'm a tarot reader, and what I want to look into the cards, we're going to ask specific questions about what the Republican Party feels about Donald Trump's latest disgusting comments about the military. Losers and suckers. People who sacrifice their lives for their country are losers and suckers. Now, I know this was in an article with unnamed sources, but his past behavior makes me believe that this is true. Because if he was a saint and if he had a lot of empathy and he didn't speak that way, then maybe I would question it. But in light of his past behavior, I'm pretty sure that he did say those things and he was worried about his hair, you know. I have 3 cousins, male cousins, that I consider brothers, my brothers. I grew up with them. We were always together, and they call me sister and I call them brother. They all enlisted in the U.S. Army, okay? Why? Why did they do that? Because they wanted to do something that was for the country. And I begged them not to enlist, because what if they go off to war and what if something happens? They said, well, you know what? I want to be a part of assisting my country. And if it means dying, then that's what it means. And well, when I heard those words, I felt like throwing up, really. Coming from a leader of the United States of America, anyway, look, we're going to do a reading. I want to look at the cards and we're going to ask 3 questions. The first question is going to be, what does the Republican Party actually feel about Donald Trump? And I'm talking about the senators, the congressmen, the governors, the mayors, all across the board. I'm going to get a collective energy of what they truly feel about this president. Now, you're not going to have them come out on the camera and say, yeah, he's a horrible president, we really want him out. They're not going to say that. But we're going to see what they truly feel inside and what they're talking about together. The other question I want to ask is what the American people feel about this president, really, collectively. And the last question is what the world thinks of the United States with this president as the leader. Because, you know, allies, you know, it's good to have allies, you know, even if, let's forget about talking about countries. Let's say you have yourself. Don't you want allies? Don't you want friends to have your back if something goes wrong, to just a soft place to fall, someone that you can count on? That's what allies are. You don't F your allies. You don't F your friends, okay? You stick by each other. And okay, enough of this intro. I'm going to get into the cards, and I definitely need to sage myself before reading, because this really made me angry. And I've been talking about it for days. I just shaking my head, and I said, it's not just another thing. This is like the nail in his coffin. But I'm going to put aside what I feel, and I am going to read the cards of what Spirit brings forth. So I'm going to do it with no judgment. I will sage myself, okay? And I have to meditate a little bit before I do that. So we'll be back soon, and let's see what the cards say. Okay, we're back. We're going to do the reading on what the Republican Party, what their true energies are in regards to Donald Trump and the leader of their party, about his recent disgusting comments about the U.S. military. That's actually truly how he feels. So I started the reading, but I didn't press record, and wow, amazing cards came out. But let's see what happens. So I'm going to shuffle the cards and ask the question. What does the Republican Party feel about Donald Trump in light of what happened not just in the last week, listen, over the last 4 years. And it's not just the Senate I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Senate, the Congress, the mayors, the governors, all Republicans in the party working for the government. What are their energies in regards to their leader, who's not really a leader? He's a dictator, and they know it, and their hands are tied. Behind the scenes, they're doing something. This is my true feeling. What does the Republican Party feel about their leader, Donald Trump, after his comments about the military? What's in their hearts? Yeah, the Hierophant. They're really hoping that the legal system, the Constitution, they need to go back to that. The Hierophant is about legal. It's about the courts and the Republican Party and the Democrats. Listen, even the military, they stand up for the Constitution. And the Hierophant, as this present energy that comes out, is the Constitution. That's what they're fighting for. They need to protect that, because with Donald Trump in power, this is gone. It's gone. What's crossing them? Lots of burden. So much burden. Trump has created so much chaos that it's like they can't function. They're constantly putting out fires. And I know that those of you watching this may say, well, why don't they stand up and say something? They can't, okay? They're doing things behind the scenes. They're working very hard, and they want this president out. Those who have left the Senate and the Congress could not continue working under the situation. But I think there's some people left hoping to save the Republican Party. Recent past, lots of retreat thinking, how do we constantly going in and saying, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with this and put the light out to the people again? But so much burden, it's very hard to do that. The foundation of the PAC is they are working as a team. The Republican Party is working as a team. Away from the cameras. That's what they're doing. We're not seeing it, but that's what they're doing. And they're trying to tame Trump, but they know they can't. This is the strength card. They're going to stay strong. And they want everything to go back to normal. That's what I'm seeing here. In the recent future, there will be a new start, a new economy, a new start. So if they work together as a party to get rid of this leader that they have who doesn't represent the Republican Party whatsoever, they need to, and this is like burdens, right? But this is like finish the task. Just finish it. This is endings, okay? Or just before endings. So it's just, they have so much, they're tired, but they just need to continue forward, reflect, continue to reflect, continue to work together, be strong, and you'll have a new start, okay, without Trump. Now, let's look at the here and now. Yeah, the here and now is, let's go back to who we are. Let's go back to who we are. And I'm sure, listen, they're working together to get back to what their beliefs are and to start over. And they're also in retreat. They're also in retreat. Can we get there? Can we? They're tired, so tired. Their environment right now is, they're working at it. They're working really, really, really hard to get something accomplished. And my intuition, I'm serious. Listen, I don't care what they say on camera. Oh, he didn't mean that and he was joking. No, no, no. They're working hard to get him out. Their hopes and fears, they want to, the Lover's card, how have they been connected to Donald Trump and rally around their party? Their fear is, their hopes and fears is to disconnect with this man that they know is a narcissist and a psychopath. And they know that he is dismantling the Constitution. And they know that if he's in for another 4 years, he will destroy the United States. They know that. Now, the outcome is whatever happens, they're going on their path. They're going to rebuild their party. They won't win. Trump will not win in the next election. They know it. And they are on a mission to regain the trust of the people and the Republican Party and rebuild it. And they're just looking to compromise. They need to go back to compromise, crossing the aisle. And you know what? You may not agree on everything, but you do need to work together. You do need to work together. And the country needs to work together. Enough of this, you know, clobbering someone who doesn't believe in what you believe in. This is the Temperance card. It's all about compromise. Now let's look at what the energies have to tell us after all this. New starts. Whatever comes your way, just fight, fight, fight. Fight for what's good. Fight what's good for the people. And the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is disappointment. They will be disappointed, for sure. And wow, the Death card. Now, the Death card doesn't mean, for me, this is not a bad card. This is about letting go of the past, of what happened, realize it, look at it, reflect, and start new. And that's the reading on the Republican Party of what they think. They do not want him for another 4 years. It's just complete chaos for them. Complete chaos. All right. Now, the next reading we're going to do is the American people and what they feel about Trump in the last week. His polls are down, but polls are polls. Let's look at the cards of what the American people, their collective thoughts, what they truly feel about the leader of the free world. Okay, so the next reading is going to be on the American people, and it's not, this is going to be all people, what their collective thoughts are on Donald Trump's last 4 years, and especially their comments about, his comments about the military losers and suckers. I think this hit home for them, you know, when it comes to a point where what is my line that you can't cross? And I think that was it. I think really that was it. Because, you know, Donald Trump says he's a billionaire. I doubt it. He owes a lot of money, and he owes to Russia. He owes to many, many, many entities. But he's just going to tell you what you want to hear. And he thinks that most people will believe him. So let's look at what the American people, what their energies are in regards to their president. The people, the American people and the President of the United States, what's their present energy? What's their present energy right now? The American people, what they think of their president. Okay. They want new beginnings. This is the Empress. This is new beginnings. This is rebirth. That's what they want. And what's crossing them is so much is coming at them at high speed that they don't know what direction to go into. They don't know what's going to happen. This is very, it's so horrible to be in a position when you're thinking, what is going to happen? What if? What do I do if? So they want a rebirth. They want a restart. And what's crossing them is, what if that doesn't happen? Where do we go from here? This is like the coronavirus. This is like a lack of leadership. Look at this person's face. Here, hold on. Let's just look at her. Oh my God, what do I do? Recent past. It's the King of Swords. This is their mental state. Well, he's the leader. So what do? He's deciding for us what happens. The foundation is the King of Pentacles. It's Trump. So they want a restart. There's a lot rushing at them where they don't know what's going to happen. And they've got Trump and Trump that is in control of what happens to them. But again, in the foundation, they want a shift. Things will shift. They hope things will shift. They want Trump out. The majority of the Americans want him out. They want a shift. Now, the recent future is, well, look at this. I've got King, King, and King, the King of Cups. They're voting for Biden. They're voting for character. They're voting for emotion. They're voting for someone who cares about them. This is the emotion card. This is the king who's been through it all. And you know what? Joe Biden has been through it all. He has lost his first wife and his daughter. He lost his son. He has been through a lot. You may not agree on his policies, but he's going to bring people together in a loving, loving way. Look at this fish. I will feed you. I will take care of you. In the here and now, they just want things to be loving. Look at that. They just want people to come together. Stop this divisiveness. Stop, stop, stop. How many Republican presidents have there been? How many Democratic presidents have there been? There has never been so much chaos. There has been chaos way back, but they just want to work together. Enough of the fighting. They want a new start. They want the truth to be told. They're tired of being lied to. They're really tired of being lied to. They want the truth. They know what the truth is. They're looking beyond and looking to the future, that there's better things to come. This is like travel. This card is about travel and looking and just going out to get what you have worked so hard for. And you know what? The American people have worked very, very hard, and they don't need this one and this one, Trump, to dismantle everything for them. So they are going to start new. The outcome card. The house is coming down. They have no choice. The American people are saying enough is enough. The tower is coming down. And you know what? It's the house of the people, and we decide. We decide. We're the one who's paying taxes. We're the ones who vote you in. And you know what? You haven't been doing what you said you would do. You're a liar, and we're taking you down. Oh, that's the outcome card. And this is a what if card. Okay, this is mental state. But what happens? Like, what happens if a Democratic comes in? Well, you know what? The cards, take the blinders off. You'll be taken care of. Even if the policies aren't exactly what you believe in, get back to new birth. A new birth. Now let's look at what the energies say. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles here. I have my little notes here. The Knight of Pentacles is hardworking, responsible, persistent, and realistic. Okay? Responsible and realistic. The battle will be over. Look at this. See the cross card here? When I said so many, what if? You're going through a lot, okay? But it's going to be over and you're going to have victory. This is the victory card. There's going to be a lot of work ahead of us, okay? Not just for the U.S., but for the entire world. A lot of the entire world, I should say. A lot of work ahead of us for rebuilding alliances and trust. And the last one is illusions. If Trump is voted back in, that's all you're going to get is illusions and lies. But the American people are strong. Their numerology number is a number 5. That's the birth of the United States is a number 5. And the 5 is about freedom. Freedom. So be strong and fight for everyone's freedom, not just the freedom of the people in your party, everybody. What a fantastic card to end the American people, because they know what their values are. I'm just going to take out another card here. This is a fantastic card. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing, and that's a very positive card. Everyone's going to work together and we're going to go back to normal. Maybe not the normal that we've known, but there's going to be definite change for the better. What a wonderful reading. You know what? Polls are polls, right? But you know what? The American people, these are their collective thoughts, and they want to work together. And they don't need a dictator, and they don't want a dictator in the people's house, because the America was born on freedom. The numerology number 5. It's be free or die. That's the number 5. They need to be free. Wow. Now, the last reading for this video is going to be on the world's perspective of Donald Trump's America. That should be interesting. Okay, the last reading of the video, we're going to look about what the entire world, what their energies are in regards to this leader for the United States, Donald Trump, President Trump. Now, before I do this reading, I just want to say something. You know, everyone needs a support system, okay? Like, just one person, one human being needs a support system. Friends and family, people who are going to stick by them. That's the same thing with countries. the countries need to stick by each other. You need to have a support system to keep things in check so that the world doesn't blow up. So you absolutely need allies. And like I said, a support system. And I'm talking about the democratic countries, not the dictators. They don't want democracy. They want power. And as far as I'm concerned, Donald Trump just wants power. That's why he cozies up with the dictators, because that's who he respects. Just like his father was a dictator, and that's all he knows. And I know it's America first and our country's first. Yes, you have to take care of yourself first before you can help others, right? So just like any other country, it's not just America, okay? It's like Canada. We have to take care of ourselves to be able to take care of others. Canada, we're known as peacemakers. So we need to be strong to be able to take care of others, just like the United States and just like any other democratic country. So that's why I want you to look at it like your own family, like your own existence. You need to have a support system to get through the tough times. Doesn't that make sense? Okay, so let's look at what the world thinks and their collective energies in regards to Donald Trump. Do one last shuffle. The world's energies on Donald Trump. The democratic countries, allies, energies on Donald Trump. They want a new start. This has been very the same reading throughout. New start. They want a new start. What's crossing them? Well, they need everyone to work together, which they're not right now. The majority are working together, but it's like the U.S. is out of the loop right now. The U.S. is out of the loop. When they were the leaders, they're no longer the leader of the world anymore, unfortunately. They do have the strongest military, yes, but they are completely out of the loop. The allies are looking elsewhere for support because we all need support. It's not taking from another country. It's about working together. And they need to work together to come to a cohesive agreement to keep everyone safe and to fight for democracy. Recent past, they wanted a new start. They wanted the truth to be told. That is, do people really believe Donald Trump? The foundation of the reading is compromise. Everyone needs to compromise and to come together to the table and discuss. It's not I win, you lose. This is everybody wins. And if everybody wins, that means everybody wins. Why should there be a loser? But in Trump's world, it's if he doesn't win, or his thoughts are, there has to be a loser. You need to lose for me to win. Well, that's not the way relationships work. It has to be a win-win. Look, I'm going to get what you're going to give me what I need, and I'm going to give you what you need so that we can be cohesive and work together. What's crowning this is the world I can't believe what these cards are coming out. The world needs, this is the rainbow after the storm. This is like the election is coming, and the democratic countries need Trump out because he is the new dictator for the United States. And that means that there's chaos throughout the world. So when he's out, everyone will rejoice. Everyone will rejoice in the near future. The Strength card. Once all this happens, we're going to be strong again. We will be strong again, and we're going to keep those dictators who murder people because they don't agree with the government. They poison people. They put them in camps, concentration camps. No, the world will be strong again. Trump needs to be out. He is a dictator. The here and now. The Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is disappointment. Right now, the world is in disappointment right now. There's no cohesiveness. It's so disappointing. But they're hoping that justice comes and puts everything back in check. Everyone needs to work together, and justice will do that. In the outcome card, well, there's going to be a huge betrayal. Disappointment for Trump. This is not going to be for the world. When Trump's out, if he is reelected, this is what I'm getting right now. If he's reelected, the world will be betrayed. If he's out, he will be betrayed. Well, betrayed, very disappointed, because look, all the democratic countries cannot work with Trump because he's a win or lose mentality. It's not a win-win. And he will be restrained once he's out. Actually, that's what these two cards are, the outcome, because there's a lot of positive cards that came out for the world of how they feel about the United States and together. It's not just the U.S., it's all of us together, working together. Trump will be out and he will be restricted, and it's going to be over for him. And there's going to be a new start. New start. Let's look at what the energies have to say. Yep. A lot of reflecting of what happened and going back and just thinking about how we can make things better. Because here the light is here. We have to go back, reset to bring the light out back to the people. And there's a decision to make. Look, do we come back together? Can we trust you? Can the world trust the United States again? I think they can. I really think they can. I think they understand that sometimes a president can be elected who has a mental illness, and that's not often. So they are looking out and saying, we can restart. Oh, the celebration card. We're going to come together, celebrate, and we're going to be win-win. Everyone's going to be win-win. And that's it. This is the world, how the bottom energies came out. Everyone's going to go back and reflect. Can we trust? Can we? Can we trust the U.S. after the last 4 years of chaos? I think we can. Look, the world's at our hands. We have to work together. We're going to work together. And you know what? We're going to rejoice and everyone's going to win. It's not me, myself, and I. How can you build any future on me, myself, and I? You have to have allies. So if you look at the big picture, countries coming together to work together, allies. And if you look at yourself, don't you need friends and allies? and someone who's going to stick up for you and stand by you and help you fight the fight? Or do you want to be on your own? But right now, with Trump there, you are on your own because your allies are walking away because they can't trust. But when the new president comes in, because look, I've done readings, Trump is not winning, and he's going to have a very, very difficult rest of his life. Republican Party is going to come back, okay? It's going to come back with their values. And, but things will change. People will think differently, and they will understand that it's not me against you. It's about my beliefs, your beliefs, and how about if we come together, agree to disagree, but we have to come up with solutions. So that's my reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want a private reading, you can go ahead and write to me at inhaleexhale@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to do a private reading for you. Thanks for watching. Love you all. See you at the next video. Bye for now.